Hi everyone. Tonight or today, it's not tonight, it's barely the afternoon. With the Open Hearth, we are playing our final episode or session of Capitalites by Salman Camilla. Um, in this game, we have been following the Emotionally Repressed Theatre Club. My name is Donna, my pronouns are he, him. Today I am mostly playing, I hope, Camilla, she, her, who is the dilettante, um, trying her hand at directing. Maybe it'll be spectacular, maybe it'll be disastrous. Might be in between, who knows? Um, can Camilla stick with this career or option she's chosen? Who knows? We'll find out. Thomas, do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, sure. I am Thomas, he, him. I actually spoke to the designer of this game last week or this week and was telling them that we were playing it. They were really excited. And I was like, yeah, we're having such a great time. Sorry, this is my cat. I was like, we're having a great time. And yeah, that was nice. I am playing Salman, the hustler, and I think I have successfully been emotionally repressed and part of this theater club. So I think I'm doing it right. Mads, what about you?
Hi, I'm Mads, and I've been playing the artist. Boy, howdy. But it seems to be more of being engrossed in her own bullshit. There's too much personal stuff going on right now, and we last left having ice cream and finding out something very, very odd from Sal, and I'm actually curious to see, like, if we do a time jump or not, like, what comes of that. I'm just really curious now. So who knows? Let's see how this slice of life goes for these next couple of hours.
Yeah. I mean, funny you should mention that. We can maybe talk about hitting the landing later on. There's some rules for character
Oh,
change, growth, and advancement, which looks like a great time to do that closer to the end of the session. So maybe that's like an epilogue with some extra teeth in it. Um, so yeah, let's burn that bridge when we come to it. Um, yeah, normally at this stage, we talk a little bit about what we want for this session. Um, so, Matt, anything you'd like to see and explore? Anything that particularly interests you about the characters or ways you want to fuck up your own?
I mean, I'm just always fascinated by the dynamic between Charlie and Sal. I mean, it's just like I really want to see that, but I don't know, like, how that. I mean, if Charlie suspects something, if Sal's actually going to admit how he feels, if he even knows how he feels. I mean, like, I just want to see how this goes. I don't know. And then a push. I guess because we've just really been doing more of the emotional stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, if there's anything that Cam uh, is concerned about in terms of her brother, the production, Ami. I mean, Sal doesn't seem to be as much of a threat as he was in the beginning for Cam, at least. So, I mean, like, some interesting things there, and I don't know how this is gonna go. I mean, I honestly don't know at this moment how Ami feels. I mean, I guess it'll depend on what happens with the other characters. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Um, Thomas, how about you? Things you want to see?
Yeah, I think we can assume that Cammy has been informed of, somehow found out about the train wreck that was the rehearsal of scene one between Charlie and Ami. So yeah, I'm sure she's also a bit worried about that, and I would love to see some reaction on her part with regard to that particular casting choice, and whether she uh I mean, I wonder how she really feels about her best friend and her brother dating. Potentially we can find out. um yeah. With regard to Salman, I don't, yeah, I don't have anything in particular that I want him to do, other than, you know, other than either, save the show or wreck the show. Like, I don't know, like either. It could, both are equally appealing. So uh, I'm interested to find out how successful opening night is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think all those things are really interesting for me as well. I would, I guess, as per my wishes last week, I want to see what like a fracture between Camilla and Ami looks like. Does it end up ruining the show or what? I don't know. um, and yeah, I guess I would like to see um, Ami, make a choice one way or the other, or maybe not make a choice at all. Maybe that's a choice. Um, but have to confront this relationship quagmire she is in. Yeah. So yeah, I guess our favorite part of the of the preamble, the piercing questions. They're listed in the player's guide. Um, if there's a piercing question that you really have in mind that's not on the list, I think we can break the rules at this stage. Um, anything? I see you both gazing intently at that list. Um,
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
I have a juicy one for Sal.
okay.
Okay.
What do you think is best for me?
Nice. um I think in that last scene we saw a little bit of this, which is that Samar definitely thinks Charlie is a bit of a coward, and like doesn't really match. It's not really like a good fit for Ami. uh, he also probably at this point, I don't know how much he'll acknowledge this to himself, he's also very aware that he is not a good fit, I think. So uh I think I think he thinks it's probably what's best for her is to like go and chase after that big dream, and you know try to break into movies. Yeah, he definitely thinks she has the talent for it. So
Has he ever said that to her?
oh, that's a good question. It's a good question. Maybe he hasn't. Ouch. Terrible, terrible. Uh, okay, I have a question for Cammy. Why am I not who I think or say I am?
um, I mean, this may be just the drift of playing the character, but I wonder um, if I think that Sal is really into this. Like he has not mentioned the monthly ROI or the investment portfolio in weeks. You know, he is trying to shake and move in this kind of showbiz world. Um, and I wonder if I kind of see that and see Sal being kind of more open now than he's ever been.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, maybe still a hustler, but hustling in a different world.
Can I mean, does Cam even have even a suspicion of what Sal's been thinking about Charlie? And does she care? That's the I'm sorry, like a loaded question.
Well, I think uh, I think Cami, you know, if she had to choose Team Charlie or Team Sal for Ami, she might be on Team Sal. You know.
No. Yeah. Nice. Nice. My God. Yeah. Says a lot about Charlie.
Even his own sister
Oh my
doesn't.
God, that's just terrible. Holy shit. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's god awful. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have some terrible question to ask myself. Um. Oh. Okay. Let me know if this is okay, Mads. How are you using me without my knowledge?
Shit. Oh man. I mean, it's okay. I just don't really know how this works. I mean, I'd like to think that Ami's been pretty much above board for everything, but
Oh man, what if it's to do with the relationship?
okay.
What if I don't know, what role does Cammy play in the relationship between Ami and Charlie?
Um. I mean, I know we had kind of said Sal had introduced them, right? So was
No, they would have
Cammy?
just have met, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I don't think
but
yeah,
through Sal, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
was Cammy on the sidelines then?
I mean, maybe, I mean, again, because by that point that we were in college together, that Charlie, I mean, maybe visited once or twice in our whole college career and didn't really notice Ami until Sal started Sal started dating her, right? So, I mean, what if once the Sal thing happened, you know, like that they broke up or the show like, you know, changed because like, you know, Sal um pushed her out, that maybe Cammy had, I don't know, kind of like pushed. Oh wait, hold on, let me think a minute. Oh, I'm trying to think if this. I'm talking out loud because I'm trying to think if this is bad or not. Like maybe Cam pushed Charlie as the rebound guy, so this way it's like it would be easier for Ami to, well, I mean, you know, not be alone for after the breakup with Sal, and then maybe Ami has been kind of trading on their relationship through Charlie, through Cam ever since. I mean, like, you know, they're more of means, but I mean in a different way. Because maybe it's like, you know, their family like was a lot more well status, I guess. Like, you know, just introducing her to different people that maybe she could get interested into the theater or what have you. I mean, like
Okay,
it's not like a really strong use case, I don't think, but I mean still, I mean like, you know, she was kind of like using them as a stepping
yeah.
stone.
I mean, yeah, and yeah, like I think it's not terrible, but it's certainly something that could get thrown around in an argument, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It's like, you introduced me to blah blah blah, and or like, I introduced you to so and so and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it could be. I mean, I got, like, again, I was talking out loud, but I mean, I'm just thinking that there's a thing there that because of
yeah.
the money, it could definitely be it's like, I brought you out of nothing or something. I don't know.
Okay. Great. Okay, um, so our A plot and our B plot, I guess. Um, what do we think? Do we think the success or failure of the show is really our A plot?
Yeah. What if it's like we were committed to doing like the build up to opening night and then kind of ending at with the curtains opening or something like that, right?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Reverse engineer from there. Oh God.
Well, I mean,
uh,
I guess that gives us the standing to just decide whether it's a hit or not, right?
Hmm.
Or at least how it's
yeah,
going to go. Um,
yeah. So I think maybe the A plot is, can Cammy and Sal work together to get the show ready for opening night? And B plot is, can Army does Army uh, take up the offer to do the movie, or does she pick the show or something like that? Because I still think that we wanted to do that thing. I don't know whether I don't know. How keen are you on that, Mads? I guess on that being the focus for Army, I guess.
I mean, I think we have to fill in some spaces though, because I mean, like, if we're time jumping to, like, say, the week of opening, or like, just, the night before or something like that, things are coming to a head. And I think we need to have a decision, or have a scene or two to kind of transition us into that particular instance. Like, what happened in the interim? Did Sal say anything? Did Sal and Charlie have, like, have it out? A punching match? I don't know, whatever. And did Dami and Sal have a conversation? I don't know,
yeah.
something for that particular, like, level of plot that just needs to help resolve the situation of, like, okay, this is leading up to opening night. So
So is the plot more like, I guess the framing might be like, what would need to happen in order for Amy to ditch this production, right?
yeah,
So
I would
we
think
we
so.
we play for that path to that ultimate decision.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so. And it's not like she didn't have an understudy. I'm just going to say that right now, because I mean, like, I
Yeah,
don't think Cammy, trying to be professional, would, like, even risk, like, the possibility of, oh shit, like, if the leads don't go on or whatever,
yeah.
then I need to have a backup. I need to have, like, our understudies. So I mean, it's not terrible. It's just bad.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, okay. That looks solid to me. All the conflict. Okay. So
Building on the broken, on the broken remains.
yeah, yeah. So where do we think we start then in the build up to those two kind of moments of truth?
Hmm.
I see, and again, speaking out loud, Charlie Sal, Ami Cam, or Ami and Sal. Any of those. I mean, if anything, it's like, it's Sal's engagement and Cammy's concentration that's probably really holding this thing together, you know.
So yeah, I mean, in that case, maybe the kind of linchpin to that is, does Sal and Charlie have a discussion that leads Sal to not caring about the production or caring even more about the production, like through
Oh,
proxy or
I,
something?
I wouldn't I wouldn't start there. I mean, because it feels like such a big thing. Maybe we can start lower key, uh, uh, uh just exploring like Cammy, like what she's worried about,
Mm-hmm.
like going into the
Yeah.
production, just like as a smaller scene. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, maybe it's she gets to see like that scene between Charlie and Amy herself.
I mean, she
I
would
don't
have
want to
heard about
replay
it.
it, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
in the aftermath.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, so do you want it to be Ami and Cammy, or Salman and Cammy?
What do you think, Matt? Do you want us to be judging you behind your back, or
Oh,
do
judge
you
me
want?
behind my back, please, please, please. Like that sounds fun. Go for it.
Okay, so yeah, maybe we're uh, in like the wardrobe or something like that, behind the
Yeah,
scenes,
yeah,
and I'm there because maybe we've finally gotten all our costumes in. Uh,
yeah.
they've they've obviously not fallen off the back of a truck, but they're not quite right, and I'm
There's been some
stressing over this
hustling.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, so here's my question to you, Donna. What is Cammy doing that Salman can notice as a sign of her nervousness or lack of confidence in the production?
yeah, I think she's fussing over something that is no longer um, in her area of responsibility. Right? She is worrying about these costumes, and she should be like out front making notes with her actors. Right?
Okay, okay. Oh, so yeah, what is she saying?
Yeah, I think you just hear her muttering to herself, which is maybe another thing she does when she's nervous, and talking about the hems on these things, and the cuffs are not appropriate, and where did these come from? Like sighing out loud about how this is not right.
Uh, yeah,
And I think from having like actually been more interested lately that and sitting in on these things that this is not normal. This is this I mean like she should be out there with the actors like we're like in the rehearsals and like maybe getting ready for tech blocking and all this kind of stuff, but she's leaving it to her um AD to handle.
yeah, okay. Uh, I think someone's just like, what are you doing, Cammy? Are you okay? You're kind of freaking me out.
I'm freaking you out. How
Yeah.
but these aren't right. I mean, you were supposed to get these from our usual source, and it looks like these are being dragged through the canal.
Okay. Um, yeah, I feel like you're just trying to get into a fight with me, and I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. Okay. What is actually wrong here? I get it. I get
See,
it. I get it. You're
see,
nervous. You're nervous. I get it.
this is what McLaren did the other day when he read for us. I gave my opinion, and he undercut me. He said, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying this to me. There's something else going on, and you're all the same. You're all the fucking same." So, how about
Uh,
you sort out the proper costumes that we need, or fix these ones? That's your job. I shouldn't have to be back here double checking on it because this is a production issue. But you know, when they're shit on stage on opening night, you know who they're going to blame? The director.
The costumes are fine, Cammy. They're not perfect, but they're fine. Like, you're here because you don't want to be doing something else. What is it you don't want to be doing? Just like, if I'm in charge of production, I'm in charge of production. Just get off my back.
So you saw that, right? You were out there looking at Amy and Charlie, right? What's going on with them? That was like, I mean, if like I thought it was really good, but also like really fucking aggravated. You know, they were aggravated at each other. It was like brilliant, I think. But like I'm worried about them now.
Oh yeah. It seems a bit like they have some stuff to figure out, and I can't be the one who talks to him about it. So if you want to bring it up, you should.
But,
and she's your best friend. You should. You should be talking to.
I should. Yeah, I should be stepping between my brother and his not quite whatever. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not sure I want to get into it. But wait, like you were there the first time they did that scene. I had to meet McLaren outside. What was your take?
My take is your brother is getting what was coming to him. Wow. I think he doesn't treat Ami right, and she's finally saying it. So I don't think there's a problem here between them. I think that's fine and normal. The only problem is for us as a production, and it's not my call to make, but I will support you if you make a call. I want this to be successful. I want you to be successful. Help me help you, Cammy. Just tell me, like, are you okay?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. That's fine. I'll swing by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're like, no.
What?
I mean, you're kind of secretly happy, right? You.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, sorry. Exes, in my experience, never say, "Oh, her new boyfriend isn't treating her right," without there being something going on.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, I have a complicated relationship with Charlie for sure. That's it. Like,
you two have been on each other's throats since like I can remember.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a friendly rivalry, right? It's just
except where Ami is concerned.
I mean, why what the hell do you mean, Cammy? What does that mean?
I mean, it's not a friendly rivalry when you're thinking of Ami.
I don't think about her. What do you mean?
Okay, you say you don't think about her. I'm not gonna tell you differently. And you know, I'm looking at you like I know exactly what you're thinking. But you know, I straightened the costumes on the rack, and I thank you. So I'll go back on stage and do my job. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll do my job.
Will you though? Will you?
Okay.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Good scene. Good scene.
God.
Cammy's totally not gonna go off the deep end. Like, it's not gonna lose it for sure. Like,
I think it's a race to see who loses it first.
yeah. That's good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we go next? Do we do you want to see Cam have that chat with Ami, or do we see Ami do something else?
I mean, do we want to? Yeah, I mean, like that's a question because I mean, I feel like we should do the convo with Cam and Ami like away from the theater. I feel like it's just too close. That like I don't think we want an audience for this per se. Because I mean, I think you're trying to talk to me personally, I guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I don't know if you will. I mean, like if you will, great. If you want to do it more professionally, but yet like, have a scene and literally a scene with like other people around, then that's different. So what do you think?
yeah. I mean, I think it could be something like in a dressing room or something like that that is nominally private, but if we really need someone to overhear or burst in with news, they can, right?
Sure. Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. Hedge your bets.
Yeah. Well, maybe like taking off my makeup or like, just kind of like, studying the lines, even though it's like I know them pretty well. And but I'm kind of distracted, right? Because I mean, like, again, the whole Charlie thing hasn't necessarily been resolved. I mean, like they
Yeah.
essentially haven't slept in the same bed since that night that, you know, they can well, Charlie
Yeah,
confronted her.
that night where it was a fight, or Charlie was looking for an opportunity to propose, and both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Schrodinger's proposal, right?
It was like, well, I mean, like maybe he feels like he's dodged a bullet. Who knows? I mean, it is what it is, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I'll knock because I probably know you're in there.
yeah. And then like, she's just kind of like, again, just looking over her lines, maybe not quite seeing them because again, she knows them. So that's just a blind. That's just like I'm concentrating, but not on the thing that's right directly in front of me. Come in.
Hey, Ami, are you free?
Yeah, just kind of looking over like one of the scenes. Oh, what's up?
Um, yeah. So I close the door and then like sit next to you. Um, I was watching that scene between you and Charlie, and
Yeah.
what's going on with you two?
Trying to keep it professional. And yeah, basically yeah. Um maybe it's more of a question of like what's not going on between us two. uh yeah.
He hasn't proposed or anything like that? Or he
What?
did and you told him
D-
to
Wait, whoa,
no?
whoa. No, no, hey, listen. You're my best friend. If he had proposed, you would have been the first one I would have been screaming on the phone with, if not like, jumping over to your apartment and going, he proposed. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Just
But no, he has not. And we had a fight. And after the first time he did that scene, um, whose idea was it to cast him in that part? I mean, I know we try to put him in parts that don't require a whole hell of a lot, like kind of walk in, walk off, right? But I mean, like, whose idea was that? Because I'm sorry, I don't mean to question that decision, Cam, but holy crap. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best idea.
Um, okay, well, I mean, like, ultimately, I made the decision, right? Because, yeah, so it's my fault. But you know, if your relationship is so poor because of a scene, like, I'm,
No.
I mean, it's just exposing what was there already. Is that
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, you didn't hear how he was doing those lines.
okay?
The-
Well,
the- and I
do you?
was in a headspace where I was maybe hearing them more deeply than I should have, and that was my mistake. So, but
Okay. Um, um, so two things. First of all, I'm going to tell Charlie he's a waste of space and he doesn't deserve you. And
what?
second of all, do you like want me to recast? Do you want to like go back to production and like we can bring up your understudy? That's no problem. What do you want to do with this part? Or we could just get rid of Charlie because we can like get someone else to read for the crazy X. No problem.
What- I mean, we're so close to opening night. Are you sure we can afford to do that? Any of that? I mean, amazing. I mean, I know it's just a community theater, experimental community theater for you. I don't know. I don't, to be honest with you, Cam, I honestly don't know what I'm expecting. I mean, I want to be here for the last show. I mean, I can do both, but obviously I can't do both. Um,
Um,
but I mean, with the
yeah, listen, you don't need me to to make you a success. You know, you got other things going on. Um, I'm just worried about if this is like terrible for you as a person, hanging around Charlie, who I'm gonna, you know, lose a set of shoes up his ass because he's an idiot.
he's your brother. Mm, mm.
I have a question. Does Cammy know that Army has been speaking to somebody about a movie part?
Kami knows about the um, sorry, I've forgotten his name.
Don Lee.
Donnelly, yeah. Kami knows about Donnelly, but not the other script, I think, is where I'm
Yeah,
at.
not the
Yeah,
writer. I don't
yeah,
think.
yeah,
I mean, I don't think we had really a chance because I mean we've been so busy and unfortunately, like deep in our own BS.
yeah.
Maybe Cam's been like like and other stuff with McLaren. Who knows? I mean, you know,
Yeah,
and
I'm wondering if that came up and the the chance that the fact that Ami could, if she chose something different, could miss opening night. Like, if how would Cammy react to that piece of information? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess one thing I'm wondering about is, Kami knows about the Don Lee thing, but knows that Ami is not particularly fond of it, so it's a safe thing to say you have other things to do, but she doesn't know about the thing that Ami really wants to do.
yeah.
So that could be like an interesting sideswipe of
Do we
fate.
need it? Do we want it in this scene? That's the question.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be this scene, or it could be like the next scene we have where it kind of erupts. I don't mind.
Okay. Only because it's like, I feel like this is going in a very gentle direction, which I think is awesome. Which could be a great contrast to the next
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
scene. But I mean, I
Yeah.
think for right now, I think like Ami's gonna say, I mean, I really feel like I'm doing really well with the performing, and I really love that part of it. I mean, I can do the stage managing well, and I have been doing it, for quite some time, but I really want to just be out there and do this thing, I mean, like, be able to express myself, like, through these characters. I mean, that's my joy. It's my jam. And I guess as for Charlie, I don't know. I mean, again, to plow on for the production, I mean, again, it's up to you if you want to keep him in there or to, trade him off for someone else. I mean, I don't want to be that reason that you pivot, on that score, because I don't want him to come back and say, oh, like my kid's sister kicked me out because of you or whatever. I mean, to be honest, we're not even really talking right now. I guess we're just roommates. Sounds really bad, doesn't it?
Um,
Hmm.
so I think Cammy will give you a hug, avoiding the makeup, and then say like if I'm wearing my if I'm wearing my director cap, then like you were amazing earlier, but I'm not sure if it's good for you. So like Charlie, his kid sister will dump him out of this production because of him, not because of you.
Okay. I'm, I mean, he can't complain all that much. I mean, his schedule's like all over the place, I'm sure, but he hasn't really said. So probably will need to move out soon. Yeah, gonna have to make some decisions about where to go. Um, he hasn't said anything, but I guess what's the word? What's the phrase? I guess I don't want to wear out my welcome. Think you can deal with a temporary roommate for a couple days? Oh wait, no, no, that's probably a bad idea. Never mind. I didn't ask that.
You
Never mind.
you can like you can move in for a while.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. You might have
No,
guests.
no, I don't have guests. No.
You don't?
No.
What what happened? Was just a one night, several night thing.
Well, why would we be in my little apartment when we can be in a suite? That's what I would say. You know.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, no, no.
She's just
This
giving you this big smile, like, oh my God. Okay. Okay, then. If you don't mind.
yeah. Hey, and if Charlie doesn't notice for several days, then
True. That's true. Yeah, I guess I could take advantage of his schedule and just kind of pack a bag and move. It's not like I had a lot of stuff anyway. So, oh man, that's just sounding so bad. Oh, you sure it's okay? You sure it's okay that I stay for a few?
positive. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll find a place as soon as I can. Thank you so much. And she gives you a big hug back.
Okay. So we need a scene with Sal. or some next scene? Are we ready for things to start unraveling?
Yeah.
Oh
Or raveling.
God, sure. Let's let the yarn ball go.
Yeah, if you want to do Salman and Charlie now, like, yeah, I mean, that was a nice scene, and we can make it extremely not nice
Yeah,
very
we need to
fast. Like,
cleanse our palate after that.
Oh my gosh. But I mean, like, where do we want to have this? I mean, I can't imagine having like a really public altercation in the coffee shop.
mm.
Is there a good backstage location that we haven't used yet?
Um, okay, so the first location that comes to mind is like for some reason is like they bump into each other outside the men's
Oh my
room or
God.
something like that.
Okay.
It's see, we've got the green room where the costumes are,
Yes.
where people are going to be putting on their makeup and trying out clothes and all
Yeah.
of that stuff.
Sure.
Mirrors, chairs, and like other than that, there's going to be like a big space behind the curtains where props are going to be there, and like people, like all the crew that are going to move stuff about are going to be around in there. And the other main space that I can think of, okay, there'll be the restrooms, and then what? There's the place maybe behind the theater where, you know, like a back door entrance. This is where people would go and smoke. Like, you know,
Yeah, like there's like
the
a real break area or whatever, like the alleyway
yeah,
behind the theater where they do that
yeah,
kind of thing, you know, in between, or you know, what have
yeah,
you. And even like, you know, like because that leads near, if not into the place where they build set, you know, like where
yeah.
they
The loading
have
area
like,
also, where like a
Yeah,
truck
sure,
can pull
loading
up
area
to
of like
like
for all
put out a
the,
bunch of
absolutely. So I mean, like they need some place back behind that
yeah,
has enough room to do all that kind of crap.
yeah.
Or maybe where they even like, you know, test pyrotechnics or something like that if they decide to use fireworks or whatever. Or
I mean, that in the theater, can we do fireworks?
no,
I
no,
I mean
I'm
think we
just
were
like,
that's
I'm
much
how
just
the
more low.
previous version
remember
burnt
we are
down,
in a
right?
we are nearing the edge of urban fantasy. Let's go for it, you know.
uh, uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
so like a smoke break or something.
yeah.
Or
Yeah. I guess a bunch of people are there. Just, do you think? Okay, here's the thing. Who you think Charlie has friends among the crew or the other members of the cast? Like, do you think he knows them? Do you think there's a group of them there? And
yeah, I think.
or do we want it to be just the two of us? Like, what? How do?
Well, I mean, I think as soon as things start kicking off, you know, they're gonna leave or definitely not leave, right? They're depending on how personal or dangerous it seems. I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I suspect Charlie has a few older friends who are still part of the company and still and don't have quite the job he
Okay, yeah.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if Mr. Chatterjee is a chain smoker and he's over there?
There you
Like,
go.
it's just,
I like
yeah.
that. I love that. I love that idea.
It's, yeah. Cool.
And maybe because people know that he's an anesthesiologist, it's like maybe people are like, you know, like, but they're gonna talk to him because he's a doctor and not care that he's the guy that, you know, at the head of the table, like, you know, like giving them you know, palliative or you know, putting them to sleep kind of thing, you know. It's like, you're a doctor, you'd like, tell me about my foot pain, you know. That sort of thing.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I like the idea that someone there is quizzing Charlie on some obscure
Yeah, like, not my
back.
specialty, dude, but okay.
Yeah. And maybe that's what someone can't resist, right? Like,
Oh my
maybe
God,
it's
yeah.
just like he overhears someone asking Charlie about like his back or whatever, and someone's like, He doesn't actually know anything about that stuff, right? He's an anest, like he puts people to sleep, dude. Like, just like, if you want some painkillers, you can ask him, but then you could also just ask like anybody else. Like, you could ask your mom.
Absolutely. I mean, Sal here is as qualified as I am, despite 7 years of medical school and five, you know, going into every single department in the hospital, right? Yeah. So yeah, I know nothing about anything medical other than sending people to sleep. So that's a really coherent view of my specialty.
Yeah, you can't take a joke, Charlie. That's why. I mean, that's the problem with you. Like, just loosen up, man.
Ah, okay. So if I have money to invest, I should ask Mr. Chatterjee, right? Because he's got more life experience than you.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Chatterjee. Mr. Chatterjee is a great choice for all the money you don't have. Yeah.
All the money I don't have. Wow. So investments are going well then, huh?
I mean, your dad thinks so.
When can we expect a financial report? Quarter's coming up, right?
Don't like don't worry a little head about it, Charlie. It's fine. Like, I talk to your dad directly. Like, we've got this. Like, uh, I'll make sure the family funds are are growing, and when you need to buy that house of yours, you can, it'll be there. And then every time you live in it, you can think about me and all that I've done for you and your family. Yeah. And I can think about all the stuff that you've done for me, and it's exactly nothing. So yeah.
I think maybe that's true. I mean, but then again, what do you need from me? You're so self-sufficient, self-made. You know, everything you have is due to your own genius.
Don't you get bored of that, Charlie? Like, don't you like, don't you want to just say what you really mean? Like, I do my best to be nice to you, but like, it's just, I don't know if it's worth it.
Never mind, Sal. Um, I don't really give you much thought at all, except when you're right in front of me. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is it. Sorry. That's what I said to Ami. Yeah, I said you recovered, and I was right.
So it's a it's cowardice to say that I don't think of you, or it's cowardice to go behind my back and conspire. Which is it?
It's you're recovered because you wouldn't actually be honest, and you're scared of talking to your parents, and you wouldn't tell them who you're living with, even though you're like 30 years old. Like, just stop being a kid.
What is it you want? I mean, you want me to be honest? Is that it? With Ami? Is it? Is that what you're looking
Yeah,
for? That's all you care about.
Yeah.
There's
What does
nothing
that
else
mean,
you're
huh?
looking for here. Come on, what's your angle, Sal? There's always an angle. Because like you talk a big game about talking honestly, but it's it reeks of bullshit from where I'm standing.
Mr. Chatterjee has just put away like 3 cigarettes. Listening to this. He's trying so hard not to listen, but he's been chain smoking like crazy.
Yeah. I think Salman will like turn away from Charlie to Mr. Chatterjee and go like, this guy thinks he thinks I'm dishonest. Just ask me a question, Charlie. I'll tell you the truth, like I always do. That's not my problem. That's not my flaw. It's yours.
Okay. So like, what's how do you really feel about Ami?
We used to go out and
Past his prologue may be for a storyteller, but I'm asking you to be honest about how you feel right now.
I think she deserves someone better than you.
No,
That's
no,
what I
no,
think.
no. How do you feel about her? Not me, but her. Unless you're in love with me, maybe that's what's going on. I mean, that would be very strange, but you're a very strange guy. So,
Okay, here's the truth. Here's the truth, Sean. Here's what you don't want to hear. Okay, nobody's out to tank your relationship except you. Okay, nobody needs to, because you're doing such a good job of it by yourself.
okay. So we're both cowards. That's what I understand from that. You can't give a straight answer to a straight question. So, yeah, I mean,
I don't have feelings for it, Charlie.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess a lie is better than deflection, right?
Okay. Let me put it like this. I am not trying to get your girlfriend. I am not. I do not want to replace you in that relationship. Okay. I just know who you are, and just letting people know.
Well, that I believe. Because, why create when you can destroy, right? That's fine.
What the fuck does that mean? Huh?
I mean, ruining something is easy, because then you don't have to take a chance, right? You don't have to put yourself out there. That's fine. You're used to playing with other people's money. Playing with other people's feelings and relationships seems like a natural progression.
Jesus, am I on the couch here? Are you actually giving me like life advice and like psychoanalyzing me when you literally like look in the mirror? Okay.
No, but Sal, you've helped me. You've shown the mirror to my failings, so I'm just returning the favor.
So you agree with me, right?
That you're
No,
too
that you.
cowardly to take a chance putting your own money in the game. Yeah. I agree with you on that.
Dude, why do you think I'm here? Okay. People were like, Salman can't do anything, so I'm here and I'm making the show happen, and I'm showing it's going to be successful. It's going to be more successful than any single production in this theater has been, and it's going to be because of me. And I'm sick and tired of people pretending like I don't put my money where my mouth is, because I'm always doing it. It's people like you that, I don't know what, read like 3 BuzzFeed articles and come here with like some like cool psychology terms from the internet or something like that.
Well, as a medical professional, it's not my specialty, so obviously I know nothing about it. And we never do anything like that in a professional environment. So yeah, you probably know more about it from writing those bullshit BuzzFeed articles, But anyway, I've got to get back inside, Sal. So you, you think about what you're going to do. I'm sure it'll make a splash in quarter 4.
And what are you going to do, Charlie?
Well, that's to be confirmed.
You're just going to hang around till she breaks up with you?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah? That's it?
Well, like I said, that's for me to know and you to find out.
You can't do nothing and pretend you're being cool, Charlie.
Sure. Yeah. Any more aphorisms? Any more clickbait headlines from you? No? I'll subscribe and like, though,
Oh God. Oh my God. And as I put in chat, the circle of cigarette butts around Mr. Chatterjee was forming. It was like listening to all this shit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
At first when we started this, I thought Sal was kind of slimy, but like now Charlie's just giving me all sorts of bad vibes.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
really trying hard to make this a straightforward fight, but it gets so messy.
I thought okay, I'm sorry. My thought was it's like, guys were gonna punch each other out, and it's like, they're either best friends or they're like hateful enemies from then on there. But okay, keep it going. All right.
This is way worse.
This is way worse. This is way worse.
I think we may be at hateful enemies. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely, but like, it's just, yeah, much more painfully toxic than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I mean, again, Chatterjee's dealing with it in his own way.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the amount of cigarette butts.
okay.
Woo.
Let's take a break.
Sure.
I think.
Yeah.
Decompress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we want to? Did we want to see a scene of Ami going to get her stuff? I mean, not everything, maybe, but I mean, get some stuff to move into Cam's apartment, and like maybe Sal meets up with her like on the way or something like that.
Yeah.
Sees her with her stuff.
Do we think? I mean, I know. Do you want to hear a little bit, like, through her meeting up with Sal, how it went, or do we want to like see Ami? Like, do you want to narrate how Ami feels when she is doing that whole thing?
I mean, just want to keep the narration to she heads home after that day's rehearsals, and Charlie's not there. I mean, Charlie's probably like already off to work or what have you. And then she kind of just gathers some things to be able to she takes all of her toiletries. She takes some some sets of clothing to be good for maybe about a week. as she considers, it's like, what to do. She leaves anything that is pretty much shared. Like, so, I mean, like, pictures of them together maybe that are strewn around the apartment. She leaves, like, some bigger stuff. Maybe she takes her iPad or whatever. But I mean, like, any outward appearance of her being gone is still there. Like, it's like, she hasn't taken any of that. It's just like, some as if she's going on a trip, basically. Yeah. And she's got this like very distinct travel bag of stuff, like as if she is going on a trip, but
Yeah. Do you want to have her discover the ring in the box as she is going
Oh,
through
fucking A.
bedside lockers?
What do you think, Thomas?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I think as she's going through, because, yeah, I mean, like, she's just making sure she's not leaving anything that, yeah, I think what Cam brought up was very interesting. It's like, something about, like, like being proposed proposed to, and then she kind of takes a look at Charlie's desk, and she doesn't go into that. I mean, like, it's his desk. But just for funsies, before she leaves, she'll actually step over to it and she'll open, you know, uh, some of the drawers that she knows he rummages around in. And then maybe, like, as she's pulling it out, maybe the box slides forward and she looks at it. And she doesn't open it, but she's like, oh, shit. Shit. And she closes the drawer back, leaving where she found it.
So do we cut to an ice cream shop
Yeah, sure.
where the
Because I
two of
mean,
you meet up?
yeah, because I imagine this is later. This is late at night again. This is where, yeah, she's on her way out of the apartment. This is near the apartment, and then she sees. Is she there first, or is Sal there?
Yeah, what if she's there first this time?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I guess when, she's like, I'm not heading out of here until at least I have my ice cream or something like that. But for funsies, instead of like having her usual cone with 2 scoops, like she'll be having the bits to make the topple popper. Like maybe she's started to make it herself. Yeah. And she's got like, and Sal sees her there sitting like with her big duffel and the topple popper, like, like the bit, like she's starting to build it as he's there, and she has a very pensive look on her face.
Yeah, he's gonna come up and he's going to be like, I see a bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that mean
No, but I think for right now, I think I'm gonna be moving into Cam's place for a little bit, at least maybe until after opening night, maybe, when we do our run, and then go from there. It's not comfortable anymore.
I mean, are you really waiting till after opening night to break up with this guy? Because that's not, you don't need to do that.
She has finished building the topple popper, and it's like this incredibly precarious concoction that scoops of ice cream, the banana like kind of jutted in there, and then the brownies kind of stacked up in these little cubes that just look like a hot mess that of a wall that's been bombed or whatever. And she just kind of like takes some bites before she says to you, I don't know what I want, Sal. I mean, if I did, then that would all be decided, and then, yeah, I mean, I I guess I would be elsewhere, but is it fair to just cut it off if I don't really know what I want?
I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you don't know what you want. I don't believe it when people say they don't know what they want. You know.
Oh, please don't spout at me one of your podcast episodes, please. I mean, I was
Okay,
there for that
okay.
one, okay? I mean, I remember a lot of what you said, and I think it's mostly valid.
It's not just something I say. I mean, like I believe it, and like Charlie is a coward, and I know that, and I just know that you
I'm a
aren't.
coward too, Sal.
No, no,
I
you're
mean, I'm
not.
obviously here. I'm obviously here. I've got the topple popper in front of me. You want some? Like she slides in the middle of the table.
Yeah,
You know I can't finish one of
yeah,
these by myself. You
yeah.
have some. I mean, yes, probably I'm running away. Yes, I'm probably being a coward. Yes, I haven't said anything to him. Gee, comes right back down to circles back, right? I mean, I guess maybe I don't want to deal either. I mean, I can only concentrate on one big thing at a time. And right now that's the show, getting through it, and trying not to concentrate on what happens after that.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Um, I guess
I mean, I know you're big into the future and such, like, projections and,
I'm not
knowing where you're
big
going to be in
into the.
5 years and all that stuff. I mean, I know, I know.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, like I just feel like um yeah. I just feel like this isn't. I just feel like life would be better for you if you did what you wanted, and um yeah, yeah. I know I don't want to give you any more advice. You already told me that you didn't want that. It's just that if I can help, let me know. Okay, if you need me to do something, let me know. I will do it. um I I owe you for stepping into the the lead, and if the show is a success, it's going to be because of you. And I yeah, I'm here to help.
So, you really believe that? That it'll be a success because of me?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, uh, everybody else put together, has less talent than just you. I mean, on that stage.
So, so that's the first time you ever said I was talented.
Oh, what? I
It's the
I've
first
said
time
it
you've ever
before.
said, no, no, you haven't.
Uh,
I mean, you've said practical and useful and, you know, great job of being what is it? What'd you say? Getting the gears to move. But I think this is the first time you've ever actually said that I was talented. That means
yeah.
a
Okay.
lot.
Then
That means so.
I'm sorry. I should have
No,
said it a
no,
long time ago.
no. Well, I mean, don't apologize for saying it. I mean, I don't care what time. It's fine. I that's just surprising coming out of you. Sorry, that sounded really bad. Have some ice cream. um,
Yeah.
are you okay? I mean,
I'm good. Uh had another I kind of had a fight with Charlie today as well. So
Sal, what did you say? What
just, I mean, nothing.
what is with you two? You've been at Loggerhead since I've known you. I mean, I don't understand what's going on. Why?
Okay. Um, it's complicated to explain, but like, yeah, I Charlie's dad has always had my back. Like he's my biggest fan, and yeah, I guess that sucks for him.
Yeah, I guess I never thought of it that way. Yeah. You always did seem to buddy up with.
Yeah, but just alike. Like me and Uncle Sean, we're on the same wavelength, and Charlie's just a, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Sal just, I mean, Charlie never had an interest in business, you know? I mean, he wasn't he wasn't that sort. I mean, like he always seemed like he was really into studying medicine and such. I mean, like, or you know, he didn't once he got down to doing something, he was, you know, all in. And I mean, that's something to appreciate. Just wasn't what I guess what your uncle wanted, I suppose. Um, or his
Yeah,
dad.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I think he's an asshole. I think that's it. As simple as that.
Is that fair? I
I mean,
mean,
come on. I mean, like, just it's okay. Like,
he's not what?
he's not here. Like, it's fine. Like, we can. It's okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if Charlie and I can ever patch things up, and so I'm not particularly interested in trying or being nice around him, and that allows me to that allows me to see when he's messing up, and he's messing up with you, and I I know it's hard to call something like this off. I know how difficult it can be, but like, yeah, and I'm not, again, that everybody keeps thinking that I'm saying this stuff because I'm trying to do something for myself here. I really I'm not. Like, this is, I mean, this is about you, Ami. Like, I want to be clear about that.
I appreciate that, Sal. I mean, just for you to recognize that I have a talent. I mean, that's big. That's big for me, you know, about you. Um, I was going to ask you a question, but I don't think it's fair to ask.
I mean, if you have a question, I'll tell you the truth.
Maybe you tell the truth more with ice cream.
Yeah, I take a big spoon of it. Like, yeah. I think maybe this ice cream isn't any good. It's just there's a lot of it. Like, have you ever?
I thoroughly believe that we get our taste buds back a few years after we graduate from college. So maybe that's what it is. It's not as good as we remember from
Yeah.
back then, but um, do you want me to ask you the question?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
And this is where she takes a contemplative scoop with everything on her spoon, with the banana, the brownie, the pretzel bits, whatever the hell goes into this damn thing. And
The contemplative scoop.
yeah,
Yes.
and she munches, and she's still looking at you though throughout the whole thing. And she swallows and says, "Are you sure you don't?" No, I'm not gonna ask. It's stupid. Never mind. Yeah, let's.
What?
No, it's really dumb. I'm not even gonna.
I'm,
Let's finish the ice cream. Just
this is weird now. Like, you're making it weird.
just like you. Just like you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think the scene ends with both of us like the side shot of both of us like eating the ice cream but looking at each other.
Dead silence. Like,
Dead silence. Yep. Yeah. Just looking at each other eating the ice cream. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I mean, a side of emotionally repressed with that theatre club, right?
Couldn't let it all hang out there, even with ice cream. You can save that for the end if you want. I mean, it's fine.
Okay. We need a scene with Cammy in it.
Yeah.
Can I propose that we come up with some kind of crisis, and all of us are in the scene, but obviously it's like Cammy's problem primarily. Like, what if somebody quits or falls sick, or what else could go wrong? What if there's a like something that was supposed to be delivered is not going to be coming, or there's another show on the same day, or something like that. Like, yeah.
What if they've moved up the bulldozing of the closure of the theater
To when? Like, if they move it
to
up
our
just
opening
before,
night?
that's not a thing that anybody can solve.
I'm just saying, if you wanted it to be bad.
Unless we can we solve it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sal, come through with that angel investor. Just to save it for one night, just to get it over with.
Oh,
I mean, like that. I mean, that could certainly be something that stresses us out. We think we can solve it, but we can't, or maybe we can solve it. I don't know. I was thinking something like Mr. Chatterjee's back has been thrown out because.
Oh well, I mean, we could do that too. It's fine.
Which is lower stakes.
Yeah. Hey, who's to say? Who's to say that it couldn't be compounded in the future? So we start with Mr. Chatterjee's back and go from there.
Yeah, I'm not sure we have time for two crises. That's.
Yeah. I feel like we need to go hard on it.
I mean,
It's got to be something that literally has a chain reaction, right? Because I mean, like it's got to be something that starts, but then like like things start to domino out of control.
I mean, I have a terrible idea.
Go ahead. You love terrible ideas. Come on now, Donna.
So if Mr. Chatterjee cannot make it, then obviously his understudy is McLaren. So that gives us an opportunity to bring back a fan favorite.
Oh my god!
And
yes.
if he
Oh
can't
my
do
God.
it, then I think there's like maybe one person who could step up to that role, which would be completely awkward, and that would be Sal, right? Sal with
What?
no theater training.
No.
You were watching all the rehearsals. You know how this goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is so bad.
Yeah. I mean, I told you it was a terrible idea. So
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's a great scene, and I would love I would love for Mr. Chatterjee to throw his back.
yeah. Do we think that happens on stage, like in the middle of our like dress rehearsal the day before opening night or something like that?
Mm. Yeah.
Let me check safety because it's like I was going to propose something even worse. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I think this is okay. I'm going to throw it out there. What if instead of the back, what if it's something because he chain smoked like hell during that argument when he should have left, but he just wanted to hang around and find out what was going to go on between Charlie and Charlie and Sal. Maybe he like he had like some kind of like respiratory attack or like some nicotine poisoning. Oops, Scott. And so therefore he's in the hospital now. And yeah, for definite sure that like Mr. Chatterjee's down for the count. It is very unlikely he's going to be able to come back and do his role as good as he is.
So we're coming up to the scene, and Cammy walks in, having been on the phone to the attending doctor.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
And
right?
she's just found out, right?
Yeah.
Or like Mr. Chatterjee's wife is like freaking out on the phone, and just like telling her what the doctor said. He's gonna be inpatient for a while they take care of this.
So yeah, I think everyone could tell from the look on Cammy's face that it's not good news, and if there was a bolt hole around here, maybe you could see her looking for a way out. But
Cam, what's going on?
Mr. Chatterjee, he's doing okay, I guess, but he will not be available for. I mean, he'll be in care for at least 2 or 3 weeks, and it's not great.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I hope he's gonna be okay.
Call your boyfriend.
Yeah. That's obviously the next item on my list is to call our backup, McLaren.
You think he's gonna come back and do it? I mean,
he could, and silver lining. Just maybe if he says yes, just
what?
Like it'd be good. Like
sure,
it's not yeah.
Well, let me call him, and I'll see. I know he said he was going to be here for our opening night in the audience because he was, excited ish. I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to him and we'll see.
I hope he's able to do it. My God, that's incredible.
It's not incredible. Like, he might not want to do it.
That's true.
Last time we talked, he was like, about the production at least. He was not.
Cam, was that because of the production or because you gave him?
Because I tried to direct him.
Yes.
Like I tried to direct you.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it sounds like you don't want me to do this or don't want me to succeed here, Ami. So
That's not what I'm saying. I mean, I
maybe bite your tongue just once. I'm making the call.
and Ami turns to just like face Sal and away from Cam, and you just see this what the fuck look on her face, Sal.
Yeah. And I think, you know, yeah.
She's totally biting her lip because otherwise words are coming out. Okay.
Yeah. Look, I was gonna look at her and be like,
she kind of moves off to the side.
So, I mean, that might be an interesting conversation to have in a slightly separate parallel scene. I don't know.
I mean, it's.
Do we want to play through this scene with McLaren?
Sure. Like, are you on the phone with him or on a Zoom call? What's going on?
I guess on the phone. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Mads, do you want to play McLaren?
Sure.
Because then you can decide whether he's showing up. I don't want to decide.
How much do we want to fuck up this production?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm putting it out there meta. I mean, like, how much anguish do you want to put Cammy through, Donna?
So, I mean, how long is a piece of string? I mean,
I'm sorry.
How long is a piece of string? Any amount is good. I guess my question is maybe if we, like, when we go back to that scene where Cammy directed McLaren and it didn't work out well, like, is that still the overriding, like, emotional response?
I mean, it could be fresh in his mind. I mean, like, not the personal side, because he's good at like keeping the two compartmentalized. But then, like, if you start to bring up the whole, like, we need you for the production, it's like, I don't. Yeah. Well, I'll play it out.
So yeah, see, I mean, I'm happy with either outcome. I'm not sure I want to pre-decide either, but
okay, all right, that's fine. Let's just find out.
Put it all on you.
No, this is fine. This is fine. I'm curious to see what I come up with. Go for it.
So yeah, I guess.
Do you do this away from the theater, or do you do this?
I think like
take 5.
I sit in a balcony, maybe like.
Okay. Great. Maybe Ami and Sal are.
You can kind of see what's going on, but you can't.
Sure.
We're just there. We're just like, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably like going to a box, and I like turn my back, and then at some stage I'll be sitting down, and like, you'll be able to tell kind of what's going on, right?
Sure.
Okay.
At the very least, the profile.
So yeah, I mean, I guess how long does it take for McLaren to pick up, and then like how does he answer the phone?
Yeah. Hello. You hear like a lot of activity in the background. I guess it's from like the movie set and such.
Okay. Hi, it's Cammy.
I know.
Can you talk?
You like I have you on my phone.
Oh yeah. Well, you just said hello in a very kind of neutral way. So
sorry, distracted. There's a lot going on. We just finished an action scene, and it's of course as usual. Hurry up and wait.
Yeah. But today is your last day of shooting, right?
Yes. Oh, what a relief. They had to get all the setup for the action done in batches.
Is it true that they do the most dangerous scenes at the very end, so that if something happens, they've gotten all the shots? That's like seems crazy to me.
It's true. That just in case. I mean, the only time they have to worry about it is if, God forbid, there's some kind of post-production nonsense. But yes, so far we've wrapped up, and I should be done by tomorrow evening.
Oh, okay. Um, so I was about to say, well,
Oh no, you
that kind of
froze.
thing never happens in the theater, you know. But Mr. Chatterjee has been taken to the hospital just a few hours ago.
What?
Yeah,
Oh
and,
my
and
god.
he's going to be out of it for a few weeks.
So, a big question. He's not saying anything after that.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, obviously we talked about this initially, and you couldn't do it because you couldn't commit to like you weren't available, sorry, for the rehearsals. But, in an emergency, I said,
You hear the blip of him hanging up, and then you hear the dingle dongle of your FaceTime or
oh,
like
okay.
video call.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
And
then
there's
like
like a
he's
moment where
right,
I
and then
don't pick up.
right, and then you
Uh,
see his, and then like if you do pick up,
yeah, yeah, I pick up eventually.
yeah, he has moved to a quieter place. I mean, like maybe he's gone to his trailer or whatever, and like you just see like a very bland background behind him, and then like he's kind of like, you know, selfieing
Okay,
himself, at a good angle, of course.
of
No,
course.
at a good angle. Come on now, Thomas. He knows how to play the camera. Come on. Yeah. So perfect angle, like wonderful, wonderful face. Yes. So what are you, asking, Cam?
So, I mean, I guess I'm asking if you're available, if you're, ready, willing, and able.
Well, I'm always ready, willing, and able, but depends on what you're asking.
I'm asking you to come back to take the part, obviously.
Silence for a beat. If you are asking for me to come visit for some fun, maybe. I don't know if it's a good idea that I come for the production. I mean, I would still come to watch, of course, but I'd be concerned about maybe our closeness getting in the way of the performance, or in terms of stage direction,
You don't,
perhaps.
uh, you don't think my direction is worthy of you? Is that it? But I'm
No,
definitely
no.
someone you'd like to have fun with. Is that it?
Well, it sounds awful when you say it that way,
It, it,
but
it does sound awful. Yeah, it sounds awful to me, and I just don't want to misinterpret. I just want to understand you correctly.
if anyone was misinterpreting, I would think it would be more of how I was interpreting the character, according to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the interpretation we have right now on the character is good, and everyone. Well, if if the character had been introduced in a certain way earlier on in our rehearsals, then maybe all the cast could get with it and all of the crew could get with it. But now we have a very well established dynamic, and that is the part you would be taking, not a part you might have created a month ago.
Right.
So, so let me know if you're willing to come here on those terms, and yeah.
I usually I take a break after a movie. Um, come do some R&R. But usually it's in a more remote place. If I happen to do this and interpret it in the way that everyone is used to, would you consider coming maybe on vacation? On a break? With me?
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to think about it. My head is too full right now of everything production wise. So yeah, we'd have to talk about it. Listen, I could say yes, right, just to get you on board, right? So I'm telling you what I'm thinking.
And he just has that lopsided smile of his, and he goes, I could say yes, but I'll say that it's what I'm thinking about. And I'll let you know by this evening, if that's all right.
Okay, well, call me or text me or whatever when you've decided.
Absolutely.
If I don't hear from you by midnight, I'll assume you're not interested.
That sounds fair. I just need to check on some things. I mean, again, non-union could cause problems, and I just want to check with my manager to make sure that that's going to be okay. Or if I should just possibly take my break early, and then whatever I do on my break is my business.
Sure. Well, thank you for taking my call.
Thank you for calling. And then he hangs up. But I mean, he has that smile on his face after he says that.
Okay.
I'm so confused. I'm so.
I was hoping for that.
I am so like, as the audience going, what the fuck? Do I hate him? I don't. What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Is he the worst?
I thought we had already established who the worst was. So that's fine.
Oh, I still don't know, because it's kind of confusing. Is it Charlie? Is it Don Lee? Who knows?
Oh god.
Okay. Thomas, is there something specific in terms of our character's confusion you would like to iron out, or is it just like, no. I'm just thinking that McLaren is a piece of shit. I'm just not sure how much of this.
I feel like we need to ramp up the stress on Cammy right now, because what she I want to kind of force her into making a decision, and
what if we step it up and while Ami and Sal are watching her on the phone with McLaren, possibly making faces, Ami gets a call from her writer friend about a movie audition coming up, but it is the same day as opening night, and she has to make a however long commute to the audition, however the hell long it takes, and then back, making it in time for opening night, maybe.
Amazing. And can I say that Cammy needs to come back to hear the end of this conversation? And Ami doesn't get a chance to frame it for her in a nice way.
Right. I think okay, so basically that whole thing has happened. It's like, we're watching, and then a call, and then Ami doesn't look at her phone to see who it is. She just automatically picks up. And then she hears the writer's voice. I can't remember what we named her. Damn it.
Ari.
Ari, she's in
Ari,
the
Ari, yeah. So
subcharacters.
she hears Ari's voice, and Ari's like, talking very excitedly about this opportunity for this audition. Like, really like to come speak with you, hear you read, da da da. And opening night that morning, got to race up there. It's like a couple of hours drive up, and then do the audition, da da da, reading whatever, and then a couple of hours back. If nothing happens, then she should be back well in time for opening night. If not, things are gonna get fucked up. And so, and then Sal knows this. I mean, because she's like, you can hear Ami's side of the conversation, but you can hear the excited murmurs on the other end, Sal. And then it's like Ami's just looking at you like, so okay, wait, so all right, it's on this date, and I have to get there by 10 a.m. in the morning, and I'll be doing the reading for all of these the director and the assistant director and the casting director, and okay, all right. Oh, it sounds like it's 2 hours away. Shh. How long will it be? Oh, okay, all right. Oh, they'll interview me like afterwards. Oh. And then, that's cutting it close, Ari. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would have to get right on the road, start driving, hope I don't run into traffic, and get back in time to get ready for the opening night. Yeah, I get it. Let me, yeah, I can give you a decision in like, give me an hour. I'll call you back. All right. I mean, don't let them go. Like, tell them, you know what? Just tell them I'll be there. Tell them I'm gonna be there. I'm all right. I'm gonna be there, and I will do the reading. Can you email me like, anything like that they want me to read? Oh, okay. All right. I'll check my email after I get off the phone. All right. Great. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Ari. Oh my gosh. And she comes off the phone and she says, that was my writer friend for a movie. She mentioned me and showed my reel to some Hollywood directors. And they want me to... She was able to get me in on a reading for an upcoming movie.
So Cammy is there, right? You're not just talking to Sal.
Well, I mean, like, maybe like, you're hearing this tag end of it,
Yeah.
like, like coming on opening night date, da 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 da.
Yeah. She's talking to Salman, but you're coming.
Yeah, you're coming in on the tag end of this, and it's like, and this is what like Ami's telling you, Sal, but so then Cammy,
14th. I mean, I mean, I don't know, like, that's opening night.
Yeah. But I can't turn down a chance like this. I mean, I'm gonna do my damnedest to let them know. I mean, like, I need to leave and give enough time to drive back down. I can't throw this chance away, Cam. Come on. It's a movie.
No, you're right. You you don't need to be here for opening night. We gotta find someone else.
I mean, Cam, I'm gonna do my damnedest to get back in time. I mean,
through rush hour traffic, manage your costume, makeup, all the prep, which you have convinced me over the years is vital, especially on opening night when you haven't done it before.
Well, I'm glad you were listening to me when I was telling you all this stuff, so that's good. Yeah. I know it puts you in a bind. I mean,
it doesn't put me in a bind because I'm already missing your character's father because McLaren is playing fucking games with me.
Oh. So he's not going to do it?
Well, he'll decide.
Oh,
To speak to his
shit.
manager. He's got his excuses lined up, but you know what? He made it very clear that if I was fun enough for him, he would definitely show up.
Oh my God.
But
Ew.
but you know,
Cam.
no. Okay. So
We
yeah,
don't. Let's not.
Well, wait,
Fuck,
wait, wait,
fuck
wait, okay,
that
wait,
guy.
wait, 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 wait. Well, remember, I mean, okay, just I'm not saying I would bail. I mean, I'm gonna do my damnedest to get back. I mean, I really do. But we do have my understudy. She's
yeah.
been working on part two.
That's
So that I mean, that's covered. And then Mr. Huang, who is brilliant in that character role. I mean, he's been like the backup for your backup. He could
yeah.
conceivably do that, do the father role too.
Mr. Huang is already playing the other father. It'll be really complicated when he has to talk to himself and kill himself in the second last scene.
Okay. All right. I'm not. Yeah, but Mr. Huang also has an understudy too.
So
I'm not saying.
I would just
Okay.
prefer to cut my losses on actors who cannot commit to the role and promote the understudies that I have. And it's great for you, Ami. Just I have to work without you now. But that's not news. That's not, you know.
What?
Maybe
That.
we can pause and just take a breath here. We're all on the same team. Okay, this is a moment of crisis. I get it. We all want what's best for each other and for the show.
Well, no, Salman, it's not correct because I agree. Ami has to prioritize her career, and being in a Hollywood movie is more important. So I think that should be her priority, and not this experimental community theater club.
Okay.
I think
I.
that's what we refer to it as, right? Ami? So I would just like to get on with it.
Wait a
I don't.
second. Hold on, Cam. Wait a second. Okay, look. Now I've been taking your digs for a while now, and frankly, I think I've spent a hell of a lot more time at this theater than you ever did, helping out and doing all the odd jobs that maybe sometimes didn't always go to completion. All right, I've appreciated your help this whole time. And maybe this one time that I'm trying to get something done for myself, that maybe I can get some appreciation or some support from my best friend. And if you want to replace me with my understudy, that's fine. Because, I mean, obviously, that is doing good for the show. I get it. But don't give me this whole thing about, people leaving you in the lurch or cutting your losses when it's like I've invested as much fucking time in this place or more than you have. Don't.
I thought we were talking about this production. And I think I've already supported your decision to do this other thing.
Okay, fine, but don't make it sound like it's like, this was all going to be a matter of desertion or whatever, even for this production.
It's not like you've never done it before, okay? I mean, it's
What?
just that's the thing you throw at me every time I even look at something else. Like you look disapproving at me, but
Because I'm never sure if you're gonna follow through, Cam.
yeah, Yeah. And
I mean, this has been great. You've been so involved. You've been like, there through the very beginning, and you're going to be bringing this show to its full fruition. But don't dig back at me, because I'm actually trying to do something to bring myself to full fruition. I don't know. Just what the fuck, man?
I'm trying to do the best with what I've got. And at the moment, all of these trump cards I thought I had are not paying off. Okay? So if I don't seem at my best when everyone is not around for opening night, for one reason or the other, well, you're just going to have to cope with that.
Okay. But I will be here for opening night. And if I'm in the front fucking row, you're saving me a seat. If I'm in the front fucking row watching how wonderful this production is with whomever you have, it's going to be because of you. Okay? But don't tell me that I'm going to give up on you. That's bullshit. I will be here, Cam. I just won't be on the stage. I'll be watching. I'll be watching and seeing how great it is. All right?
Is that our scene?
I think so. Unless
We
Sal wanted
don't
to.
know who,
Unless
we
Sal
don't know
wanted.
we don't know who's playing strategy.
We don't.
No, we don't.
Do we have an awkward check-in with Salman then? If there's no understudy to the understudy, how disastrous will that be?
Yeah, how do we want to do that? Also, I will flag that I potentially have to leave exactly when this session was supposed to get over.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can run over. So,
Oh
yeah,
wait.
okay.
So what time?
So we got 45
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right, that's
do you
fine.
want to take a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, how do you want to approach our next scene? Do you think we have an idea of maybe a production montage, or maybe like a scene with the three of us together again when things have cooled down?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ami is staying at your apartment.
Yeah, I mean, just to be super. I mean, not that if we had another session, that would definitely be awkward drama feel. But
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to quickly figure out whether McLaren's in or out, and if it's out, like, yeah, what are we gonna do? And I'm happy to just dive back in there.
Yeah.
How do you want Cam to feel? Like relieved that he's showing his true colors, or like disappointed?
I mean, I think that
Because
the
it can go either way.
juxtaposition for her is his presence on stage would make things easier, because then we wouldn't have to juggle as many kind of stand-ins.
Yeah.
But like personally, she's had enough of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it could just as easily be like we solve it.
Yeah, I'm happy for like him not to show up in a box to watch the disaster that he thinks is going to occur, right?
Yes. I like that idea.
And then we do some like refitting with that final or penultimate scene, where so Mr. Huang can fill in for Mr. Chatterjee, right? Maybe that requires some.
What if What if it's like a miracle like quick rewrite by um Ami's friend. Like Ari kind of jumps in and like kind of says it's like, well, we can tweak it this way, like
I
to
mean,
explain
I
how
would,
this works.
I'd prefer if Cammy just did it, like rather than
Oh,
bringing Ari in, like we
okay. No,
just like,
that makes sense.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that's even better. That's even better.
Okay.
Cam gets a skill on the
What?
at the
What?
11th hour.
Well, I don't think it gets a skill, right? Because in where is this? Where is this?
Or shows a skill.
My true
Sorry.
calling is to finish my unfinished script, right? So this is
Mm,
this is another thing that she has abandoned,
mm.
her writing because it's
Okay.
too hard. So
Oh.
yeah,
Well, now it's not. Now you have no choice.
yeah, exactly.
I love it. I love it.
Um,
Yeah, let's go for it. I think that sounds awesome. Even if you just want to narrate it, like here's how you solve it.
yeah. So I don't know. I think like maybe uh, do we think she just does it by herself, or do we think one of the others has a like prompts or kind of finagles the actors who are being cut out of that scene to be okay with it?
Hmm. How do you want to do it, Donald? I mean, because I can see like okay, I think we should play it out. I think somebody needs to convince Cammy that she can do this, and once
Hmm.
she's convinced, she
Yeah.
does it.
Yeah.
Like that's how.
Okay. Who I feel like I mean, given their or their previous interaction with the like do your job kind of thing, it might be interesting to see whether Sal can motivate Kami to do this thing. I think I'm most
Yeah.
interested in seeing that
Oh, that
kind of
sounds
interaction.
fabulous.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
So Donna, here's my question to you: how is Cammy hyperventilating right now? Like,
Well, I mean, I'm not sure it's the hyperventilation that is the kind of clue as to her mental state. I think it's the phone that is obviously being like smashed into the desk or against the wall.
oh my god.
Her lifeline, and she smashed it, or at least
Okay.
like the screen is smashed. That's a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, which
She would
is
never let that happen if she was in
yeah, that is not
calm.
Kami.
It's like, yeah.
um, and I think like she's staring at her binder with the kind of all of the blocking in terms of the macro style, exactly what needs to happen in each scene, and like the the McLaren and the all the people who might be missing are kind of circled in red or something like that.
Um,
I mean, if
Cammy, are
you want to call
you
it by this time that the McLaren has ghosted you.
Oh, yeah, I think it's before that, but
Okay.
I think the point of this scene is for like, even if he called up and said he was going to do it, we're
No, we
okay,
got this.
yeah,
one way or the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
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 And
Okay.
yeah, I will say that even as I'm excited to do this, if Ami also wants to help in the convincing of Cammy, like that's also fine.
I
But
don't
like,
know. I mean,
yeah,
they might
it
be a
could
little
end
bit
badly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like Ami is back at the apartment, just kind of like decompressing, and maybe you two are talking. I think that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, I think yeah, someone's going to come up to Cammy and just like put one hand on her shoulder and be like, you can do this.
Um, I think like Kami is like almost starts right. This is not like maybe she kind of knew that it was Sal walking into the room, but then like there's this attitude or approach that is not Sal in her mind, right? Um, um, you think?
Listen, don't. Some stuff has gone wrong. Okay, I get it. But you can fix it. Just tell me, what are our options here?
So we need to convince Mr. Huang to take Mr. Chatterjee's part.
We don't need to convince him, he'll do it. Okay, then.
Okay, and then we need to eviscerate the scene where those two characters are on the stage together.
Okay. And then we're good?
I wouldn't go so far as to say good, but there's some like loose threads. If we get rid of that scene entirely, like we need to explain some things.
Okay, get the script out. Let's see it.
What you mean, get the script out? The script? You mean like night before opening edits? That's
yeah.
That's something that happens in movies. That's not a real thing.
Listen. Okay, like I am a dumbass. Okay, like I am not qualified to solve this problem. Okay, I am not meant to be here. This isn't my world, but this is yours. You deserve to be here. Just look at this script, get a pen, and do the thing that needs to be done.
I have two things to say. One,
don't say I am a dumbass. Don't you don't.
Well,
if that
I don't need. No, is that the first time you've said I'm not competent to make a call in this situation?
I mean, who cares? Okay,
I care because like this is Salman growing as a person, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I like. Yeah, I can't do this. I don't know if it's the first time. Yeah, maybe, but
Okay. Well, that's the kind of self-doubt that I really love to see. Second of all, and like I stand up and I give you a hug and I say, Salman, you do belong here. This is your place.
thanks. Thanks for saying that.
But nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so are we doing this? Are we going to fix?
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
You're fixing it?
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
And what? And what should I fix?
Oh, so when I'm doing this rewrite, I'm going to be telling you to do things that sound odd, and you're going to do them, and with zero equivocation. Okay?
Yeah, you're the boss. And also, I'm going to call Ami and say that you're sorry. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I may not have been at my best, but I would prefer to do that myself. But you can.
You want to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I won't do it.
I'm not going to delegate my friendship to you.
No, I mean, you've got enough on your plate. You have a plate to save.
That's true. You're probably going to need to lend me your phone though, because mine is broken.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have another one. You can use my backup. Yeah. Do you need me to punch McLaren in the face? set fire to his hotel room,
No,
write
no.
a really bad review of his last movie.
You can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He sucks. Sorry I brought him into this.
Yeah, that's fine. You can write some bad reviews of the movie he's making right now.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna go out of this room now, and you're going to come out with a solution. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Sal. You too.
Cool.
I'm proud of you, not of me. I'm not proud of myself.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You can be proud of you. Like, I think that's fine. Like,
we'll see tomorrow.
Cool. Do we see a message to Ami, a call? Do we see anything like that? Because if you don't do it right now, I will potentially like message or something like that. Like,
okay. Well, if I'm borrowing Sal's phone, maybe Ami gets a message from him, though in a strange voice.
You don't clarify what the hell.
I think there'll be a message, and then there'll be like a second message that's like, "Oh, this is Kami, by the way."
Love it. Yeah, she's gonna look at like, why is Sal calling me? Because maybe that's maybe that was the old since he's got multiple phones. Like maybe that's the old podcast phone, like for the podcast business end of it, and she's wondering why she's getting a call from that number. It's like, what, Sal? What the fuck are you doing? Oh. And she's kind of smiling to herself. Pardon, excuse me. Yeah. What's another scene that we want to see before we wrap this whole slice of life up?
I'm happy to get into epilogues now, but
okay. Do we want to do like a like a montage between the three of us about how opening night goes?
Yeah. Again, with the idea of us not narrating opening night, right? Like I think we just need to get up to the curtains going up.
I mean, like, sorry, a montage of like how things feel behind stage, backstage rather, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Anyone got something to go with first off the bat, or?
Well, I'm gonna say that the whole trip to the audition / read is full of nervous energy. Stupid shit happens. Maybe like weird advice from a stranger in a diner. I don't know. She does the reading. It's all cool, but it's like really down to the wire. And so, she's trying to hurry out of there. Possibly not leaving the best impression with like, one of the people at the table, which if we had a furthering of the season, then that could be some problems. But it's looking pretty favorable. And Ari's there to meet her afterwards and go, it's like, you were awesome. That was amazing. So, I mean, like, and like all this kind of stuff. And then like, she's like, I gotta go. I mean, like, it's opening night tonight. And even though I'm not in the show, I need to be there for my friend. And, so she's booking it back. And then like, again, stupid shit happens. But she makes it just as the house lights go down.
Nice.
Thomas, how
That's
about you?
perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I think someone is looking at a bunch of pages with a lot of notes on them, and it's like, okay, and it's like getting some people to move some props around. Is like sitting down with Mr. Wang and going like, okay, scene 3, you got that scene? You're looking at it, you're getting it. Okay, cool. Just no pressure, but don't fuck this up. And and we'll go back to the understudy who's playing Army and be like, okay, this is it. This is the moment you were waiting for. Kill it. And then we'll kind of like peek his head out, look at all the people that have shown up, and then just like take a deep breath and go like, God, where the fuck is Cammy? Like just and I think, yeah, I'm happy to throw it to you, Donna.
Yeah, so I think right before we see Cammy arrive to give the kind of final pep talk,
Yeah.
she's on a laptop in like a corner behind some props, and like she's smashing through a final draft of her screenplay.
She's doing it now.
Yeah. No, of the unfinished script. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful! Oh my gosh. Oh, that's wonderful.
And then like the alarm on her phone goes, or on Salman's spare phone goes, and puts the laptop away and walks out to give everyone their final pep talk. I mean, I think the final pep talk is like not about this production or us, but about the theater. Like,
yeah,
this will be the final thing that happens on these boards.
And it has to end with
such a tragedy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nice.
So yeah, for our proper epilogues, unless someone wants to add some more details about actual who we see in the audience, but yeah, some proper epilogues for our characters. Next day, next week, next year. I don't mind what time span people use.
Yeah. I think we see Salman like talking to somebody on the phone, and it's like, okay, yeah. So how much did you say 500 bad reviews would cost? I can
oh
do that.
My God!
I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. Let's do it. 500 to start with. I need them. Different usernames. You got it. Okay, cool. All right.
Holy shit. Finally putting his money to good use.
Yeah, investing in the right people.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and he's yeah, that's one thing I'd like to add. And if I think of anything, I will say it. But yeah, what about you two?
I mean, like, maybe there's like a little bit of a clip where it's like we see a newspaper heading of like historic theater to run down to renovate, and the tear down date, or however they put it, is set for, of course, a couple of weeks from now. And then like Ami will take one final visit back to the theater after the production is done, and then just kind of like say her goodbyes to the theater and some of the people that she's known for this long. And I don't know if we want to make this a excuse me, an actual like narration, or if it's just kind of like a silent scene, but I think we see Ami and Charlie like outside of their apartment, and she's got more of her stuff out, and she hands him back the key. Maybe she gives him a hug, but yeah. He's like,
But
he's kind of
maybe
like,
not.
maybe not. Maybe not. And to add insult to injury, it's like, I want to say that, like, who is helping her get the rest of her stuff is like Ari's car is out there, and it's like, she's got her, she's putting some of the stuff into her SUV or whatever, to wherever that Ami's gonna go. Yeah.
Nice.
I think we see Cammy in a suit, sitting in like a foyer of an office block or something, waiting for an interview. I don't know if we know that this is like an interview for a production company as like an assistant or like an AD or something like that, or if it's like for a law job. I'm not sure.
But she looks fabulous.
True. Okay. Most
She
important,
looks absolutely fabulous.
obviously. But yeah, I think maybe on her phone, her brand new spanking phone, we have like maybe break a leg / good luck messages from people, right?
Yeah. I will. I love it with like Ami and then Salman, and it's just like two different messages, just telling her she's gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ami's message is like, "You're gonna kill it," in caps.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. We're finished on time. I think we can stop the recording and do our debrief and wrap up.
Yeah.